Yeah, so you left Rackspace and you went to Cloudflare, which I think it's a fascinating company because I remember hearing about it. Well, even before it started, I remember going to Standards Body meeting in New Hampshire in 2005, and they had invited, the keynote speaker was the CEO and the creator of Akamai, and he gave a really just brilliant keynote talk about Akamai's network and how CDNs work and how they protect, denial of service attacks and all this stuff. And of course, they were the dominant player. They were the first. They basically created that market, and they were the dominant player. So when I heard that Cloudflare was launching, and I had a friend who worked there in the very early days, Will Dinkle, who had actually been on this podcast earlier, our podcast a few episodes ago. He went to work there, I think, when he was doing his Harvard MBA. I think he was an intern there. And I just remember thinking, what a stupid business to start, because what you're going to attack Akamai, this giant leader who's built this thing and already figured it out. And what are you going to do that's better than what they did? And man, was I wrong. Because they absolutely built something amazing and dominated. Of course, it's much bigger than that now, but this is just a brilliant company.
Yeah, it is a great story, great company, great people behind it. I got to know Cloudflare when I was at Rackspace. In the early days, I met the founders out in Silicon Valley, one of those developer conferences or investor conferences or whatever I was doing. And I met them in the very early days. We're now living in this distributed world where we work from home. All of us are sitting in a home office. We're traveling all over the world and trying to continue to do business. The internet is now the backbone of modern commerce and modern business. I mean, that's really what, if you want to know what led me to Cloudflare, it's basically the idea that the world has changed, right? We are not in centralized data centers. We are not in headquarters buildings. The network is no longer private and controllable. It's sort of this Wild West uncontrolled world. And so how do you wrap some sanity and some control and some visibility around that? And that's what I think I see in Cloudflare's platform that's really, really powerful.